Outdoor baseball now from here in downtown Minneapolis. Ricky Nolasco, the mound for Minnesota. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, he did his job in his last start. He threw 7 complete innings, but still didn't get a decision. We'll see if he can get the W this time around.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Yeah, I'm looking out for a big performance from the Milk Man, Melky Cabrera. He delivered when it really mattered last game, driving in 4 runs. He just needs to keep up the timely hitting so he can continue to pick up runners when they give him a chance.
Line toward right center, and he will make the play. 2 away now. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reactions, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Nolasco's ready. First pitch on the way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. This is line to left. Arcia is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Chris Beck, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, guys, real exciting for him in his last start. Recorded his first big league win. They gave him the ball after the game. We'll see if he can get number 2 here.
Eduardo Nunez comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Eduardo Nunez.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Eric, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
And it's really been a team effort to get those 9 wins. Everybody on the roster is contributing in some way, and when that happens, winning becomes contagious.
Danny Santana comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Miguel Sano gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this end. So back into that dugout as fast as he can.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. After 1, no score. Todd Frazier will stand in, and he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate last night's incredible 7-hit performance.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Swing and a line drive. Hot shot to third. Plouffe has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, catcher,
Deoner Navarro will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And this will get by Mauer, and down the line it's a fair ball.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Brett Laurie will stand in, and boy, look at that batting average to start off the month of April.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
Out in front of it, strike one. Nolasco comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Batting 7.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Adam LaRoche will stand in for the first time, currently third in the league in RBIs.
Well, he is having a big year so far driving in runs, and that could mean big things for him in this offseason when he goes to negotiate that new contract he's up for.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Dozier. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Avisail Garcia will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play third in the American League batting race.
Well, you wonder when you look at his average why those numbers are so stellar. 4 hits in yesterday's game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. Garcia is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. White Sox pick up just the 1. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the White Sox 1 and the Twins nothing. Oswaldo Arcia will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Dozier.
Brian Dozier will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rollins is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 6.
Joe Mauer will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Trevor Plouffe set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Snap throw from the catcher. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets in.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for Minnesota. It remains 1-0. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the third inning to get underway from Target Field. Jimmy Rollins will hope to carry over to this one as he's coming off a 5-hit ball game.
Jimmy Rollins.
Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this will find the wall down near the 328 sign. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, there's a nice even number. 10 straight games now, and people are going to have to start taking notice of this streak.
In now is Adam Eaton as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Get out of here.
And he is in there.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Hard liner toward short. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
And now's where he can't get discouraged out there. He's still pitching well, only down 2-0. Still plenty of time left to turn it around.
Jose Abreu bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
In there, a base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the White Sox. Eddie Rosario will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training as he has really struggled in the early going. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Standing in now, John Ryan Murphy. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
The 0-2 delivery. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, maybe a little bit extra on this 2-2 fastball. Here it is on Show Track, and you can see it just burn off that inside corner. That's a tough pitch to handle.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Now batting.
Danny Santana is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Hits this one hard the other way. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Now batting.
So striding in, Miguel Sano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Again down to second. And he saw it coming that time, back in standing. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Oswaldo Arcia steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. To get on the board, here goes for naught. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Todd Frazier is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
High and deep to straightaway right. Sano ranging back. Still going back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in is the catcher, Deoner Navarro. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The batter, number 15,
into the box now, Brett Laurie. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2 runs, 5 hits. 1 error thus far for the White Sox. This is in the air to left. Arcia able to look this one in, and that's out number 2. Adam LaRoche stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard towards second, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Avisail Garcia gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now, as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third.
Got a fastball to his liking. It was middle in, so he was able to turn on it and pull it right through the hole to pick up the RBI.
Adam Eaton will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First offering on its way. Liner toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Well, there's a nice even number. 10 straight games now, and people are going to have to start taking notice of this streak.
Melky Cabrera will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Brian Dozier will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Joe Mauer is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
Third baseman, number
Trevor Plouffe will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Again to first. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Up next for Minnesota.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. High and deep to right center. Eaton going back at the track. And the runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 5-1 contest. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
Up next for the Twins.
Into the box, John Ryan Murphy. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. LaRoche will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. Twins do get a run, however, and it comes via this RBI triple. We played 4. It's now a 5-1. Jose Abreu heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Jose Abreu.
The bullpen. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far, and you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Ricky Nolasco. Tyler Duffy is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Todd Frazier will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Here's the first pitch to him. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Hit sharply toward the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And to score is the runner from third. It's 6-1.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Brett Laurie gets a shot here as he'll look to pick up the 2nd run of the inning now from third base.
Yeah, and you know, he doesn't really have to do that much right here. With 1 out, there's a ton of different ways for him to drive that guy in.
High and deep to left center field. Arcia going back. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
The batter.
Here's the first baseman, Adam LaRoche.
Adam LaRoche.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Line towards center field. Santana is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 8 and the Twins 1. Eduardo Nunez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Danny Santana will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Sano. He drew a walk his first time up. Snap throw from the catcher. Runners on first with 1 down. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Adam Eaton will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Santana ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's not stopping. He's trying for it all. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Left fielder number 53.
So he's into third there with the leadoff triple, as the third baseman's going to come over now and discuss how they want to play things with the runner on third. And this is going to set up an interesting... Whoa. They were looking for the hidden ball trick there, and I'll tell you what, it just about worked. Melky Cabrera will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And that's through into center field, base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 9-1 ball game.
Well, there's a nice even number. 10 straight games now, and people are going to have to start taking notice of this streak.
Into the box now, Jose Abreu. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 11 for him on the season, as this lead got even wider.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Now batting.
Here's Todd Frazier now.
Todd Frazier.
As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Arcia is in his tracks now. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Navarro.
Settling in now, Navarro, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. 3 runs already home here. Line to the right side. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. Brett Laurie will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Garcia going back on it. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Here's the first baseman, Adam LaRoche. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to first in time to get LaRoche, and that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder,
Avisail Garcia digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Santana racing back to the track, to the wall. Gone! Avisail Garcia with a solo home run as the blowout continues.
Well, they're definitely using the long ball for great effect so far in this game. That's 4 home runs in the game. In fact, 3 of them in this inning alone. Now, talk about instant offense. They're scoring runs left and right.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. Here comes the first pitch.
Number 2, Ryan Dozier.
Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Joe Mauer is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Trevor Plouffe digs in now after lining out in his last try. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. The hit by pitch count, definitely worth keeping an eye on there. Bounced weakly near the plate. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. That's lined into left. He left that one up. It's a base hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Eddie Rosario is at the plate as he watches ball one. Runners are at first and second with one away. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Up high, 2-1 now. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. Again to first. Hammers it to deep right field. Back goes Garcia, and the runner from third crosses the plate. And not in time as the second run scores. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
For Minnesota,
John Ryan Murphy will stand in now. He struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down, and they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
That evens it up 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 1-1. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. Eduardo Nunez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Nate Jones is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is eaten, he gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up, and the White Sox are out in front, 14. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ryan Presley will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Striding into the box, Adam Eaton. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Number 1, Adam Eaton.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana sprinting after it. Makes the play, 1 away. Leadoff man gone, and that brings up Melky Cabrera. Right side, hit hard. A diving effort here as he gets the glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Jose Abreu.
Jose Abreu will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Got a lot of it out to deep left. Looking up is Arcia. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Now batting, third
Here's
baseman,
Todd Frazier now. As this is grounded foul off to the left, it's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Smoke toward third. Blue fields it cleanly. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Fernando Abad will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a liner. But this will be foul. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And that may have had a bit too much on it as he can't knock it down. Around third is Frazier heading for the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
And you know, there are plenty of times when a team's not going to score 17 runs in a week. And these guys have got it done in one game so far. How about saving a few of those?
Brett Laurie stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats. Brett Laurie has moved around to different teams a fair amount in his career, and he's moved from catcher to second base to third to back to second. Say what you will, he's adaptable. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hard liner to center field. Santana is there, 2 gone.
This ball's just hit way too hard to think about tagging up and trying for third, so he's just going to have to be happy where he is right there at second.
So 2 away here is the Sox bat in the 7th, and stepping in is the first baseman Adam LaRoche. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Shot toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score.
Make it 18 runs home now, and this has been an absolute drubbing. And it might not be over yet.
Avisail Garcia Steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. 0-1, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. They nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. White Sox on top, 18-3. Danny Santana is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. To take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up. In there at the knees, strike 1. Shot back up the middle. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Oswaldo Arcia will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And it's quickly 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. And another foul ball. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, you know, when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone. And that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The 0-2 home. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, this game is long since decided, but these guys, they're showing they just won't quit. He drives this pitch for a solid base hit.
Joe Mauer stands in as he looks at a called strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
You can tell he's got sinker on the mind because he definitely undercut that one.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Laurie is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Twins strand a pair. And Brendan Kinsler will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. On his way to second is Rollins. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
In now is Adam Eaton. Shoots this one to first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Left fielder number 53, Melky Cabrera.
Now to the plate, Melky Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit towards center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Oh, this is just a very tough play here in the outfield. A lot of times you're going to see the ground jar the ball loose, but he looks this one in all the way, lays out, and winds up hanging on to the ball.
Into the box, Jose Abreu. Line toward the gap in left center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the runner from second is in to score.
And that's 19 runs they've put up so far. And the way they're swinging the bats, there's no end in sight.
Casey Fiend will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Todd Frazier will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Scorched to third. There's Plouffe. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Trevor Plouffe will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready with the 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Eddie Rosario. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cabrera's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher.
John Ryan Murphy will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And, Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and they remain well behind. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Deoner Navarro. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hot shot on the ground to short. To his left, Nunez. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Second baseman.
Brett Laurie will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. And this is lined hard to deep left. And the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way. But one of those situations where You get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Here's the first baseman, Adam LaRoche. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Now batting.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly. And that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
So here is Avisail Garcia. And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. High in the air out to center field. Santana is over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A man left for the White Sox, but you can forgive him as they... Eduardo Nunez will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Ground ball right side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Danny Santana gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. Miguel Sano digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Not close. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Matt Albert will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A strike, and it's 2-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
And you know, as a hitter, with a runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Not really much more to say about this. 10 wins in a row. There's not a team in the league that wants to play these guys right now. They're playing some of the best baseball we've seen in years.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what